Thank you very much, Roland. Thank you for the panelists, and thank you for all the participants who were with us for the last 3 days. I think this year's GLOBSEC was really exciting because we've been able to mingle around without masks, in person, not through Zooms, and feel the power, feel the emotions that were around our debates. And I felt a lot of emotions, not only coming from Ukrainians, and that I felt was so strong, but also emotions of all of us that we must win this war. Ukrainians must win this, and we need to help them. That's the clear message from this conference. And I think there is an unprecedented unity in the West and a clear resolution to help Ukraine. But we need to do everything possible that this unity will last not only for months, but for years to come. This is also the mission of GLOBSEC, mission of Central European leadership in the world, because what we see is that this war has not only impact on the region, on Ukrainians, it has a global impact in food insecurity, energy prices, inflation, slowing down of world economy. We can see how a conflict in one part of the world can shake up all the security system globally. So we need to do everything possible that this war ends as soon as possible and that Ukrainians win. And there is a clear message to dictators and autocrats that it's not a cheap endeavor for them. But we cannot forget also other partners and other countries, like in the Balkans. We had a lot of prime ministers from Georgia, Moldova, and presidents, and the Balkans. We need to make sure that the same scenario that happened in Ukraine will not happen in other countries. So we need to strengthen our own resilience at home, and we need to help them to make sure that we go out of this crisis stronger than ever. So, the unity. This is the key word that I'm taking out from this. And also, I think through this emotion we felt clearly, and I felt it when President Zelensky was speaking, when Prime Minister Šmihal and others. They are Europe. They are part of the Europe. Emotionally, historically, but they need to be part of Europe also institutionally. It is our obligation to give them the political chance to be part of the European Union, to give them the candidacy status. And then they need to fulfill all the criteria. But we cannot send a signal to Russians that this is kind of a gray zone and we don't really know what to do with it. It needs to be a clear signal that they belong to us and we belong to them. So this is very important. So over the last 3 days, we had a lot of discussions, not only in this room and on 3 stages. In Maria Theresia, up there, I really liked how it was set up this year for the first time. And also on the boat, I didn't have a chance to go on the boat, but I've heard it was quite nice. And I even heard that there was a boat booth. It was going back and forth to the Devin Castle. Well, if I knew that, I would go there, but I was not invited. Anyway, the concert, the gala dinner, we had more than 200 bilateral sessions and multilateral sessions on the sidelines together with closed-door sessions, because we always say that the heart of the conference is in the main panels and what is discussed here, but the soul is in the corridors. And is in the small rooms, is where the business is done, where new ideas and projects happen. So this is very important in this conference as well. Let me thank the several people and give some acknowledgement at the end of this conference, because there is a huge team behind this endeavor that is working all the year. And it's not easy to put together this kind of conference. So first of all, let me thank to the board of GLOBSEC, the chairman, Willy Molterer, for his leadership. Willy, thank you very much. but also to board members Vasil Hudak, Peter Pudil, Ivan Krastev, Gordon Bajnaj, Anita Orban, Michal Krupinski, for your wisdom and guidance. A very important role was played by Prime Minister Heger and Chancellor Nehammer, who were advocating for other prime ministers to come. And this partnership with Austria was for the first time. But I've seen what Prime Minister Heger, how dedicated he was to make this a success, because he understands that this is also putting the country and the region to the forefront. So I would like to thank for his leadership in this. Also, it would be impossible without a very close cooperation with our Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Austrian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the leadership of Ivan Korczok and Alex Schallenberg, but also by a number of people from the ministries that have been cooperating with us as a public-private partnership on this conference, helping us at home, abroad, in embassies, and I think they deserve also a big applause for that. And this would be impossible without the support of all our institutional partners and corporate partners. So let me mention them because they deserve it. Minister of Defense of the Slovak Republic, Minister of Investments and Regional Development of the Slovak Republic, International Visegrad Fund, NATO Public Diplomacy Division, Wilfried Martin Center, Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, and corporate partners like Google, KNDS, Microsoft, Saab, BMW, ESA, General Dynamics, Lockheed Martin, MSD, Roche, and many other GLOBSEC members. Thank you for spending money on the right cause. And a big thanks goes to the GLOBSEC team. For those who have, some of us I've seen that didn't sleep in the last 3 days too well. I've seen some of you going sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning and then going to the sessions at 7:30. But the team of GLOBSEC, for them, it was at least a month like this. And sometimes they slept only 3 or 4 hours, and sometimes even less, when I look at Natalia especially. And when I looked at her face yesterday, I've seen that you really deserve a really big sleep. And not only you, but all the GLOBSEC team. So let me recognize them. The core team led by Milan Solar, Kevin Karabin, Natalia Rypáková, Daniel Hošták, Natalia Ronziková, Nadia Jesenská, Alex Paprčková, Adam Horehaj, Barbara Lukáčová, but also the broader teams of production, communication, policy institute, strategic partnership, financial office. I'm not going to name them all, and I'm sorry for it. We'll do it in the after party, but you deserve a big applause. Thank you. So with that, I would like to thank you, because the biggest thanks also goes to all of you. And actually, I have to correct my number from the beginning, because I said that we have, actually it was correct, because I said we had more than 1,200 registered guests. It's more than 1,200, because registered guests we had 1,500 actually. And I said 67 countries, but actually we had 80 countries, which is quite remarkable. So big applause for those who have traveled from different places of the world, from Delhi, from India or America and other parts. So thank you for taking your time to come to our beautiful country. And I hope to see you during our projects and other events that we are doing during the year, not only here in Bratislava, but in many other cities, and at the next year's GLOBSEC. And please look at something that we produced also during this year, which is the Danube Tech Valley initiative, which we will be driving for the upcoming years with the leadership of Chancellor Nehammer and Eduard Heger. So thanks once again, and see you soon on many other platforms. Thank you.